Hello guys, it's Charge General Yuki here, and you could probably tell I am on a Reaper. Now, I know the thought was try and grind all the Alpha Trikes. This is just gonna be a lot of hours of grinding, of explaining to do. Uh, I spent a lot of time grinding, right? But spent a lot of time doing that. And in that process, I decided, you know what? I'm going to test. I'm going to go live with Arc Ascended right now. I'm going to record a live episode. Obviously, this would probably do a hell of a lot better on YouTube than it will on Twitch. But I said to hell with it. I had internet issues for the past 2 weeks. So I went live. And for a good solid hour of me flying and running around on a griffin and a saber, really couldn't find anything really good to tame. No bosses really spawned. There was just pure nothing. And no matter how much running around I did, I couldn't get anything to spawn. I would just kill random things. And things would just not spawn, so I just said to hell with it. I'll do a dino wipe about an hour or so in. I just said to hell with it, do a dino wipe, back out, and I started just, you know what if I go after these Reapers, because I know there's something within this mod, especially in the older mod, that required you to use a different mod to bring Reapers in, unless you did it on Aberration. Then you wouldn't have to really worry about it. But I said to hell with it. Why not go spend a lot of time in the desert, hunt Reapers? I did that. I spent a lot of time hunting Alpha Reaper Kings, Reapers, just Reaper Kings and Queens, just slinging an absolute ton of these. As of right now, I have 3. I should have at least 3 Reapers. One was the 90 or so, or was it? What was it? It was a low level. It was a 55 that we were going to do a test on. I wanted to see if it did any, like it changed, like it had a transformation or anything, so I tested that. It did. Maxed it out as well. Didn't have enough. Went back to the desert. Kept grinding more. And still tried for an even better one. Got a 145. And then I think a 150 or so came out. I'm pretty sure I have, unless I got rid of them, I might actually have more than just 3, but I did get my hands on a couple of max levels, especially one of them today. And I turned my little garden area into a Reaper den. I just had to remove the dung beetle in there, and that's where I would just let the Reapers roam. Um, well, while I the one saber you seen me ride on a lot, I was also giving myself shit for running around on a very pink saber. The, the saber I had was basically pink with some red, but pretty pink. Um, and in the instance of trying to take down another Reaper King, well, the boss version of a Reaper showed up right on top of me. A Supreme Reaper King, which is the evolution, spawned right on top of me and legitimately one-shot me. Actually ended up putting me in the Pikachu face of, what? and I had to like be careful because when I went back to the desert later to take out more Reaper Queens, hoping to get a better one, which I think I might have, but I think I ended up killing it as well in the process because I had another Reaper or King or Queen come after me, and when I was trying to focus on the 150, I ended up killing the 150, so I never got that one, but I did end up getting one later. But after spending a lot of time trying to get things to spawn, a lot of things have happened, and you think more things would spawn the more time you spend running around the map, flying around. I managed to get myself a mate pair of Allosauruses, Alpha Allosauruses, a mate pair of Argies. I bred them up. I've kept some for backup. For the Lost Colony map, like I said, I was gonna use the Elder Claws. Well, I messed up the ones that I had, and I had to wait for more Elder Claws to spawn to do it properly, to legitimately do it properly, because the 300% of the greenhouse effect was required. I did not have that at all, like as you guys obviously seen. So I did get myself a male Elder Claw, so I do have a male. So I have a mate pair of Elder Claws. Then I thought about it. It was like, oh, the Veil Winds. The Veil Winds have this supposed transformation in Lost Colony. I'll get to the main point in the episode here in a second. So I know I'm yapping. I'm doing a lot of yapping. Just stay with me here. Okay? No, if you're wondering if the base is finished, no, it's not. It's not done. I'm not done with it. I've been doing all of this stuff, and as well as going back and getting resources. I have not really bothered to truly finish it. But just bear with me. I'm getting to the point here. I spent a lot of time killing Reapers to get Alpha Reapers to spawn, to get what was needed. I have purposely maxed out the Reapers that, or at least the ones I originally had, not my newest one, but my other ones. So in case of things happen, we have backups. So a lot of things have happened. As of right now, in my inventory, I could turn this puppy into something even better. But I also have in my inventory an Alpha Fire Dodo Rex, and that I have never bothered to level up yet. I have that. So this is a major big jump. I would say a major big jump because most people wouldn't like immediately have something like this. But a lot of Supremes, like that Alpha Reaper spawning on me during that live stream, have been showing up. And normal alphas can't do shit against them. I don't want these things to spawn at my base and then destroy everything I've already built. That could happen. I don't want that to happen. I've also encountered Dodorexes. I've encountered dragons, broodmothers, which I have not officially fought yet because it's the Omega version of the broodmother, not the normal broodmother. I've fought Megapithecises, so I've been being forced to fight quite a lot, and the stunning effect that that Dodorex does, it still affects sabers, not just flyers. It still affects sabers. It takes a hot minute before you can start fighting. So let me get out of here for a minute. I will throw out the Dodorex. And it's the only one I found. I got it while trying to get a Velwyn. It doesn't really have like the greatest melee, or it has a kind of a decent health stat. It's got a decent, good stamina, but he's pretty bright. He lights up like a torch. But he's probably not going to be like the main focus of this episode. It's this donut. So, in my inventory right now, I have everything to turn this guy into. And it says there's always like a saddle, but I can never, like, there is no saddle for it. I just want to see. I don't know if I'm supposed to still be on it or not, but nope. There it is. Our very own Alpha Reaper King. Now to turn it into this, it needs a lot more Reaper pheromone glands, Primordial Matrix, which I don't have, and the Supreme Soul Reaper soul. Which means if I need to kill a Supreme Reaper, and I have no idea how I'm going to be able to do that. I don't know what I can do. Could I use this? Yeah, I could. But I gathered all those Reaper glands, the alpha ones, specifically for this. You're not wandering. You shouldn't be wandering, you goober. I'm gonna make a couple potions. Let's just make 3 of them for now. I promise I'll finish this base at some point. I promise. I realized I don't have a lot of wood, so I need to go gather that, which means if I don't have a lot of wood, I don't have a lot of thatch. So, not much I can do about that. Because if I go here, the only thing for Reaper is these 2 things, and I don't think I have access to those yet. Why don't you guys attack like I want you to? How would you attack that one? Okay, I guess you guys really don't do anything, do you? That does damage. Usually that don't do jack. Oh, now you attack. Keep in mind, I haven't put a single level in. I try and only keep like the most useful. I don't need that. I'd rather hold on to that. $88 levels already. Now the other one that I had, it had a much better melee than this one. That 3 million. Got hops. I actually got like 3 available ones. One of them was a baby. Taming the mama wasn't that bad either. And then I found a higher level one. The baby was a male, so I have 2 females and a male. I'm actually gonna go to the desert. I'm gonna make sure that I want to see, because if I don't know how, if the Supreme Reaper King shows up again, I don't know if this guy's gonna do me any good. But he has over 7 million health. The issue is he's not imprinted. Would imprinting help this guy? He's already hitting pretty good. Well, there's a boss there. Yep, shit. Yay, perfect time for the sun glare to come in and block my view. Nope, you swim pretty terribly. I still feel like we need to go after an Alpha Rex as well, a proper one. If we can get one to spawn at a really good level, say 150, I'd be really happy to get my hands on it, especially to get a mate pair. We could breed those. The trikes, I bred the trikes forever. I could never get higher, or get a high level to spawn. I did get a slightly better one to spawn, but it wasn't the 150 I was looking for. And the highest I could get there, the level to get to, is 216, which is kind of irritating. I was looking for something better than that. And I just said to hell with it. I'm just gonna pick one, max it out, and just go from there. I already acquired like a really good saddle for it. So, I'm just gonna roll with it. If the glare wasn't there, it'd be a lot easier to see. The glare is preventing me from seeing over in that direction, so. I do need more metal, though. I need to farm more metal. Is there a rock gold? There it is. You dead. Actually, you're a perfect thing to harvest. Hold on. The thing is that I say I have an issue with the Supremes is why I feel like when I say normal alphas, like my sabers, I sent a group of sabers at a alpha Dinotherium, or Supreme Dinotherium, and they did nothing. Hence why I feel like maybe we need to do the grind again and go after, like, to get the better tranks and everything. Like the better arrows, and go after these bosses. Maybe the bosses could do what we need to do to give us that edge. But again, something else might come our way, and that too might end up helping us. But I don't remember. There's a lot from that mod I really don't remember much of it. But I know there's like something that is very rare to get. And unless I read it right, I don't know. There's something I read again from that book. I can't remember the name of it, but you have to like weaken it first in order to tame it. But if I acquire it off camera and when I'm sitting here just grinding, I will apologize ahead of time. Because I know I do a lot of stuff off camera. I do a lot of off camera grinding. So you guys don't see everything that I do. So if I all of a sudden show up, start an episode with having one of these things, don't be surprised. You can be surprised, but don't get mad at me. We might find them during an episode too, but it's going to be a trick of not killing them. It's more or less of trying to get them weak enough so that we could knock them out. But this is an improvement because this gets me closer to what I would like it to be. But I really don't feel like sacrificing this guy to see if I could fight the Supreme Reaper. I have a feeling I could get one shot regardless of what I do here. So I don't know if there is a Supreme Reaper there or not, but I will make my way over there if need be. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Damn it. Not a bad saddle. I'm gonna have to grind pheromones again. I'm gonna have to do all of that. All sorts of pheromones I gotta grind all over again. That's gonna take forever to do. Little bastard. One way to get these guys to spawn is to go after these guys. It will take forever for me to get my hands on what I need. To get these to Supreme. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go after every trike on the map just to get alpha trikes to spawn, so I can farm them. Yet doing exactly what I'm doing is what triggered a Supreme Reaper to spawn, so I'm also doing something very stupid. I put, like, my character has suffered through heat stroke. And just going after Reapers. And I hate the fact that I just got this guy. I am risking a Reaper, Supreme Reaper to spawn on top of me. And when it comes to the Alpha Reaper, you only get like 15 per kill. 15 glands per kill. And I need 2,000 of them to get this guy to get to the Supreme level. And my armor's all gone. There better not be any glands or anything that I've missed. But no, this was actually by far my strongest creature, which is another reason why I don't want to just outright and lose him. What's in that drop? Anything useful in that drop? No. I should dive back in the ocean again and gather metal that way. That'd be another way of doing it. Because I need a lot more metal than what I have, and I need a lot more. I just need a lot more stuff. I actually think I got a better rack saddle than that. Yeah, like I said, most irritating thing is happening to just keep doing this until you get rid of all of the Reapers, and then you get Reaper Kings, or the alpha ones to spawn. If it was vice versa, where you get a lot more alphas than you do Reapers, then it'd be great. But sometimes you don't always get the glands, so that's why I gotta check the bag. Hey, Dornell. So yeah, this is basically what I've been doing. If I could get get this guy to evolve into a Supreme Reaper King, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So if I gotta do this, I'm gonna do it. Because then we could really just go ham on everything. I also have like I'm pretty sure I said I had a mate pair of, I'm gonna need these at some point. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. Shotgun's always good. Might as well. 45 of these, and I need only the normal ones, only 300 of those. And I think the only way I could unlock the Primordial Matrix is if I take out a Supreme Reaper or a Supreme Boss. And that's going to be very hard to do, because I'm pretty sure I can't do Jack to a Supreme with this guy. I don't think I can, even if he is the strongest creature I have. I don't think I can. And I don't feel like testing it either. Because if I can't get in close enough to do damage without him doing a big move on me, then that's it. There'll be no point. But I take these, and then we'll be steps closer to getting a Supreme creature, because these are the Supremes. That's what we need. That's what we need to take on the much more difficult bosses, besides just getting ourselves a bosses of our own. And the Dodorexes, as you've seen, have been spawning a lot right here in the desert, so question is if we're gonna get a high enough level to be worth a damn. I doubt it, but it would be nice to have. See what I mean? I don't always get the glands. Also, during that boss fight, or during the boss fight, I actually did, in fact, okay, I only need 200, not 2,000. That's still gonna take a while to grind for, but I can manage that. Black pearls and elements probably gonna be a pain in the ass to get. 50 diamonds is probably gonna be a pain in the ass to get, but I know what I need to do to get to that. The one thing that I know that's definitely going to be a problem is the Matrix and the Soul Reaper thing. Which We gotta figure out, like... I'm gonna clear this real quick. I would have to... There's only 2 trikes. I would have to kill a lot of things just to get what I want to spawn. The Omega Broodmother. Should we go see if we could do damage to it? Because if we could do damage to it, we might try it. And there was a point during my time, I would try and focus on all the alphas. I'm pretty sure this has got a lot of health. And I just want to see if I could do damage to it and hope it does not take me out. If it does a lot of damage to us and we lose this guy, I feel like I'm pulling a Miola right now that I'm willing to test and see my strongest creature and see if I could do damage to this. Okay, we can do damage to it. Okay. It was a low level though. Amulet of Primordial Energy. I got piranhas on me. Or salmon. Man, I thought that was gonna be a lot scarier than what it was. Always. Yeah, I've also got my hands on the Primal Tech Armor, which means I need these clusters, I think. Or prime, yeah, I need, let's see. Well, I don't have the chest piece, but I do have at least 4 of the pieces. I'm only gonna hold on to one of those. I'm not gonna take the other one. And this is why we take them on. But it gets to that point too, like I could sit here and just run around with this guy and just kill things. And hope I could get things to spawn. And because for those who don't understand, who are just gonna click on this channel and be like, why are you hitting so hard? Even though you're playing modded, why are you hitting so hard? I have my settings set up in a way to where where it's not gonna take all day or take hours to fight something. I don't have that kind of time. I work a full-time job plus doing this, and my job is top priority. I have a lot of responsibility when it comes to my job, so As high ranking as I am, I have a lot of responsibility. I am almost to lead man. And it's only up to my bosses, not me, for when that happens. I don't make that choice, my bosses do. Yeah, the only way I can get... what else can I find? I could go after this dragon. Because it looks like it's the only boss that, well, there's the broodmother. And it's funny, after I did that, taking out the broodmother, I got this to spawn. The Omega broodmother, I got the Listix one to show up. Which is fine, because it will unlock what's needed. I think I've already fought the dragon. I think I might have happened. Yeah, I think I did. Because I was testing one of my other creatures, and I ended up killing it. So that is done. But we go after this one, we take out the broodmother here, which means if we do that, I don't know if I recorded it, but I have taken out the Dodorex, which means we can tame those if need be. And I did challenge the Manticore, but it cost me some tames. I challenged the Manticore with the Fire Wyvern that I normally ran around with, and I challenged it again with the 175 Wyvern that I had. Quickly maxed it out, went after the Manticore again. When I came back to the Manticore, it was at full health again. And I just kept doing just would dive into it, kind of. You know what I mean by saying that. And just blast it. It did more than enough damage needed. I'm gonna put the... Put you away. Can an imprinted... Where's that health potion? Can an imprinted RG with a decent to really good saddle, which I definitely could have more. I could have put on a much better saddle than what I did. And I got... Oh shit, this... Well... I hope the Topor goes down. I'm gonna need that health potion. Son of a gun. Was I getting attacked by a Titan Boa or a Scorpion? I didn't see. Someone let me know in the comments. Damn it. Get down here. Hey, get down here. Little shit ass. Did I get it this time? Hey! Let's go! I need that. I need that now. Alright, we're going after this thing with no health potions. I know, I'm not doing this with the added speed. I know there's like a setting you could turn off so that way, or turn on so you can level speed. I'm not doing that. I'm still punishing myself with that. I could come back here with the Anki and gather so much more metal. It's gonna be so useful. Well, let's end this episode with taking out. See if we could take out the dragon with this RG. Expect me to die, just so you know. Expect me to die. But like I said, a lot of things happen offline when I'm not recording, because I'm spending a lot of time just grinding and trying to get resources and stuff I need. So that way when I start a video like this, you guys can actually see the results of all the grinding, and it despawned. Well, shit. Equip the war chief with more armor. That's probably due to what I had taken down, which took forever. And a lot of cosmic flowers. That's exactly what that is used for. Okay. I'm just seeing the stuff that I've unlocked during the time that I've spent all this time grinding. Still have no idea how to unlock these. I had no clue what do I have to fight to unlock these. Yes, in that recording I did in fact fight the alpha Ragnarok boss of that ice wyvern. I did fight it, which means I should have access to these, but I haven't bothered to make it yet. Yeah, there's a was it in a Dinotherium? Is that what it is? The elephant looking one. We're still. This is what I was grinding for so many times, but I don't have. I was trying to farm some Titan Bone Venom, and I don't think I have exactly and more than enough of what I'm going to need. Biotoxin, I can always go back in the water and gather more. I also did use a lot of element to evolve our Reaper into an alpha, so I don't know how much element I have right now. If I could find all of the tribesmen and then their chief to unlock this armor, all these armors, all these prime armors that haven't been unlocked yet. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I might have to go get another bee. Or I might have to get a couple more bees. The only one prime thing I did get was this. I did tame myself up an alpha bison, but it looks like there's only low levels. There's no high levels. Yep, dragon's gone. Dodorex ain't spawning. No manticore. It's one of those things where I have to try and knock this number down so more spawn, or I do a dino wipe and start from 0 again. I'm just gonna fly back to base now. I was just gonna go fight the dragon with the RG, but that's fine. And we get the scions. The scions are the ones that drop the flowers. The tech ones, they're the ones who drop the element and whatever else. But even though we should supposed to be moving up the tiers when it comes to that, by taking out some of those things and getting what we got, we can go out of our way to kind of speed things up a little bit. Is that a red pygmy? Anytime I see those, I gotta go after them. I gotta take them out. Low level garbage. Where do you think you're going? Get off my property. Come here. Come here. You were in my yard. Come here. You survived this day. Am I too heavy to move? I am. That's fine. As long as I am close enough to one of these. I don't care which one. I gotta drop it into something. So, kibble. I think if anything, what we would need to go after to be able to make more of this kibble, which I think is the last bit of kibble we have to make anyway. We just need to find something to tame, preferably the Rex, and if we can get our hands on an Alpha Griffin, that would also be good. But we have kibble for that now. We should also be able to make it again too, if need be. Should be able to make most of these, if not. Okay, the only one we can make is the gorilla. So if I find a really high level Megapithecus, we're going to go after it. So keep that in mind. Yeah, we should be able to make a lot of this kibble to get these eggs, so that way we can make these. So, yeah, okay. Should be sitting pretty on that, but the issue is we need arrows. We need the really good arrows. So, and I know I gotta finish this base properly and do whatever I need to do with it. I know. I will get on that. I'll do that in the meantime because I need more resources. I can easily just... I need to farm more. I'm going to save real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and do this command. And not mess it up. Like an idiot. And I will see you all in the next one. Hopefully by the time I record another one, well, the base will be finished by then. So y'all have a good one, and I'm going to jump back in and go back to the grind. But if I find a really high level Megapithecus, we're going to go after it. Just telling you now, no matter what. Peace.